everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Baking Diva, and I'd like to say thank you to all my subscribers who are returning today to watch this video. And if you're not already a subscriber, go down below and smash that red subscribe, hit the little bell next to it, let it say all, and you won't miss any of the new videos I have coming up for the holiday season. So today I'm making something scrumptious for you. It's a tiny bit of a hack because it's going to start out with store-bought cookies, one of my favorites, and they are the Keebler Pecan Sandies. I don't know how many of you have had those or you like them, but I love them. They're like a shortbread cookie with little pecans in them. Oh, they're really good. So today I'm making for you Pecan Sandie Truffles. Do they sound good or what? And they're so easy to make. So what do you think? Should we get started? Let's get started. Alrighty, you're going to need your mixer. I have my stand mixer here. Now you're going to need one package of the Keebler Pecan Sandie Cookies. Now, this is interesting. You know how a lot of companies have sort of made their packages a little bit smaller? Well, the recipe calls for 13 ounces of the cookies, but on this package it's 11.3 ounces. So I calculated how many more cookies we would need, and I came up with 4 more. So I guess if you're just going to make this recipe as I'm giving it to you now, the single recipe, you probably have to buy 2 packages of the cookies. But don't worry about it. I'm sure somebody will eat the rest of the cookies, or you can buy 3 packages and double your recipe because they're so good. Now you would think, okay, they have nuts in them. I'm not a big nut fan. I'm going to bite into these and I'm going to feel these hard nuts. No, you're not. You know how it is when you bite into like chocolate chip cookie dough? Well, these are similar. They have a nice soft consistency inside. So let me show you how we get that. First thing you're going to do is take your package of your Pecan Sandie Cookies and you're going to put all the cookies in your mixer. I know. But you're not going to throw them in your mixer like this whole. You're going to break them up to pretty decent sized pieces. Just like that. You're going to get them all in the mixer, break them up into, decent sized pieces. I guess I could say, you're going to break them up into large chunks. So, this is interesting. Looks like somebody has been in the cookies. And I don't know who it's been. My guess is my cameraman. So it's throwing me off. I'll have to make sure I get all the cookies in here. So let me break up in chunks, large chunks, all these cookies, 1 package and 4 extras, and I'll be back as soon as I get them all in the mixer. Don't go away. Okay, so I've broken into large chunks all my Pecan Sandie cookies and I put them in my mixer. Now what am I going to add to this? 8 ounces, that's a block, of softened cream cheese. So let me get all that in there. Alrighty. Next we're going to add, now this recipe actually calls for 1/3 of a cup of chopped pecans that you're going to add to your bowl. But what I did is I took my 1/3 of a cup and I put 1/4 of a cup of them in this measuring cup. So to this mixture, I'm adding 1/4 of a cup of chopped pecans. So let me put those in. The remainder of the 1/3 of a cup, you're going to save for topping. So I'll put the recipe for you in the description box below. Because basically, you're putting 1/4 of a cup in here, and what's remaining of the 1/3 of a cup, you're going to reserve to the side. Okay? Next, we're putting in 1/3 of a cup of powdered sugar. Alrighty. Looks good, doesn't it? Looks good so far. And we're gonna raise our mixer. Alright, so I raised my mixer. Now I'm gonna turn the mixer on medium. And I'm gonna whip all this stuff together until the cookies are completely broken down, the cream cheese is mixed in, and everything is completely mixed. So let me turn this baby on, medium, and let's get going. Whoa! It sounds crazy. Sounds like you're not going to chop those cookies up, but they're chopping. Oh my! Oh, they smell so good. Those pecan sandies are, woo, fantastic. Oh my goodness gracious, they smell and look delicious. Oh, you're going to love these, trust me. Put them on your Christmas baking list. See what everyone thinks of these babies. Let me just show you how they're coming out. Can you see that spoon? They're all crushed up and oh, they look like, it looks like a cookie dough mixture now. So let me go a little bit more. Take your spatula, which I forgot to take out, bad Diva. Scrape your sides. There we go. Okay, so while these cookies are breaking down and everything's getting mixed together, take a cookie sheet and line it with either. So while these cookies are getting, I'm going to do a lot of editing here. So while this mixture is getting combined, get a cookie sheet and line it with either wax paper or I have parchment paper on it. This looks yummy. So my bowl down, take my beater off, and oh my goodness. Let me hold the beater up just to give you an idea what this is going to look like when it's all mixed. So, we take this off the beater. Now what we're going to do next, oh my goodness. Oh, there's no eggs in here, so I really want to take a spoonful of this and just eat it. There's nothing in here that's going to harm you. It's just the cream cheese and the crushed up cookies and the pecans and the confectioner's sugar. So let me put that over here. Take my bowl off. Alrighty. So, let me hold it up. This is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see a little bit of it. Now, with clean hands, what you're going to do is you're going to roll this into small balls. And you're going to put the balls on your cookie sheet. And you're going to put the cookie sheet in the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes because you want those little truffles to chill. Chill. So while they're chilling, you can chill. I'm being silly today. So anyway, I'm going to roll them into about 1-inch balls. So let's get going. So easy. Look how nice they roll. See that? Put them on your cookie sheet. So easy. Oh yeah. Should I pop one in my mouth? No. Well, I'm sure I will off camera. Not bad. Okay. So I'm going to keep rolling these till I get them all on the cookie sheet. I'm going to put them in the freezer for the 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'll be back to show you what we do next. So don't you go away. Okay, I'm back. Now what I did is I took the tray out of the freezer. It was in there for, I left it in there for probably about, I don't know, 30 minutes. And these are nice and cold and set. Nice and firm and cold. So what I did now is you're going to need your vanilla flavored, your white melting wafers. You can use Wilton. I happen to have Ghirardelli. You can use any kind you want. And what you're going to do, you need 16 ounces. This recipe yielded about 30 of these truffles. Now you're only going to see about 28 here because I couldn't resist. I ate one and the cameraman ate one, and oh, if you like shortbread and you like those pecan cookies, please try this recipe. If you don't try anything else, try it. Oh, they're so good, and I really mean it. I wouldn't steer you wrong. So anyway, you're going to need 16 ounces of the white melting, wafers. I melted mine in the microwave here. Melt your chocolate. I call it chocolate. It's the white vanilla flavored wafers in your microwave. Do not just stick it in there and put it on 2 minutes. This will melt. You can see how smooth it is. It'll melt nicely, but it'll also burn quickly. So do it 30 seconds, then go back, check it in another 30 seconds. Keep stirring it until you get it just the way you want it, which is just the way I have it here. Make sure there's no lumps in it, and make sure it's nice and smooth. All right, now the best thing to do is take a fork. That's what I'm going to use. And what you're going to do is you're going to dip one of these, just like this, into the melted wafers, into the melted vanilla, whatever you want to call them, wafers. And I like to use the fork because the tines in the fork will let the melted confection drip through there. So let me just show you. I'm going to submerge it in. I know you can't really see it, but here, I'll take it out, and hopefully, let me move this over, you can see how it's dripping through the fork. You want to make sure it drips through the fork. And if you're not using a fork, you're using something else, just make sure enough of it drips into the cup so you don't have a whole lot of it all over the place. I put down a piece of parchment paper. You can put down wax paper. And here I have most of it dripping out. You can go like that with your fork. You get the idea of it. And now I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it right down on my parchment paper. And this is important. While that is still wet, has to be while it's wet, you're going to take a little bit of the pecans that you reserved earlier and just put a few of them on the top. You have to put them on while it's wet, otherwise it won't stick. This serves as a glue almost. So let me do another one. Just put it right on your fork. Make sure the whole thing is immersed in this, and then you hold it up. Can you see it here? And you let everything drip down. You might have to hit it a few times on the end. I'm just using a measuring cup. You can melt it in any microwave safe container. And then we're going to put a few of the pecans on top, the chopped pecans. So this is really all there is to it. You're going to leave them on your parchment paper till that white chocolate, I call it, is set. And then once it is, you can put them in an airtight container. You have to keep them in the refrigerator. And I don't really think they're going to last too long. Hopefully they'll make it into the refrigerator. So here you go. Here's another one I just did. I'm going to put it here. Whoopsie. Put a few of those little chopped pecans on top. I don't like to put too many on there. Just a couple. Because you have enough pecans inside and the flavor's delicious. So there you go. So I'm going to keep doing these. But I do want to taste this before I say goodbye. And make sure you come back on Sunday, because it's my shout out Sunday, and I'm also going to announce the winner of my giveaway. The one that I reached over 4,000 subscribers for, and it's a $25 Visa gift card and one of my Baking Diva coffee mugs that I designed. So I'll announce that winner this coming Sunday. So even though this is not completely set, but almost, because they set very quickly, I'm going to bite into this baby and let you know what I honestly think. Oh my gosh. Okay. These are awesome. That's the only word I can use for this. Is awesome. They're creamy inside. They're buttery tasting. There's no big chunks of nuts. They're not too sweet. I don't know what else to say. They're delicious. So, give these a try. If you don't try anything else I'm making for you, try these. I really think you're going to love them. Not like them, love them. So anyway, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, sorry I'm talking with food in my mouth, go down below and hit that subscribe button, the little bell next to it so it says all, and tune in for some more of my recipes that are coming, some really good ones for the holiday season. So thank you for watching this video, supporting my channel. I love each and every one of you. If I don't see you before Thanksgiving, though, have a wonderful, happy, and blessed Thanksgiving. So, what do I say? Signing off. See you soon. Toodles! Oh. Oh. Fantastic. 2 thumbs up. Bye.